Hey everyone, I almost said Thursday. It feels like Thursday for some reason, but it's only Tuesday. Welcome, welcome. This is my very dear friend, Doreen. Doreen, welcome. Thanks for joining me today.
Hey, Barb. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. We were just commenting and talking about life and how interesting the curves and the highs and the lows and things that you never would have imagined were going to be a part of your story are a part of your story. And it's one of the things that we're super excited about exploring together and with the other women who join us in Sedona, November 6th through the 9th. So, Doreen, you were the first one who said yes to this Sedona experience. What went through your mind when you decided to just go for it and say yes?
Wow, that is an excellent question. Most of the excitement for this for me to make that decision was because I tend to not make decisions. I will sit on it and kind of wait and ponder. I'm an accountant. I'm a corporate tax accountant. So we think about lots of things all the time and overthink it. And I thought, no, this time I'm just doing it.
Wow.
Something else, and if I don't do it now, something else is going to take up that space and it will never happen. So I just said, okay, here's the card. I'm doing this. So I was
I
really
love
excited.
that. I love that. And I remember when I had first kind of told you about it before I had all the details and Ron was like, whatever it is, just go.
Just do it. It's time
Yeah.
for something new. He's get out of your rut. I was like, you know what? You're right. It's time.
Yes, yes. So I love that he is so supportive and just such a obviously an awesome human. We have that blessing of being married to really great men. So thank you, Jesus. We we are grateful. And I love that you bring this up because so often when there's opportunities, our attitude is usually like, well, let me check my calendar and let me see what comes up instead of putting ourselves first, right?
Right.
Because we know, like Parkinson's law, nature pours a vacuum, right? That will fill
Hmm.
whatever space. And if there's an opening, we'll put something in. But what a difference when we jump in and just say, yep, I'm doing this. And this is the thing that's going to go on my calendar first. So I'm really excited that you said yes. And I can't wait. I can't wait to be with you. When you picture yourself stepping into Sedona, what's the moment you're most excited to experience in our time together?
Ooh. I've been to Sedona for about an hour and a half on our way back. My cousin and I went to the Grand Canyon. We
Yeah.
decided, we travel well together. And we were like, let's just go do this thing. And I can remember it was late. And so we were driving, like racing the sunset down into Williams and into the Grand Canyon. So it's the colors of that part of the world that are just so rich. So I
Yeah.
think that's a part for me of having seen it once. I'm really excited to see it again because there
Yeah.
was an energy in Sedona that really can't quite describe. And I didn't feel like I had enough time to really absorb it. We had lunch, on our
Yeah.
way to the next thing that we were doing. So I think that's a big excitement for me.
And that's like such another really great point about life. Like so often we're on a cruise through,
Hmm.
check the boxes versus just like really getting in and getting grounded and feel what it's all about. I remember before we moved here, I had a client that's about 5 hours from here. And I'm like, well, just tell me more about Alaska and whatnot. And she's like, honestly, it's just something you have to experience.
Absolutely.
And from what you're saying, it sounds like Sedona was that for you. It was just
Hmm.
it's something you have to experience for yourself. So it won't be long and we'll be there.
I'm
So
so excited.
you're carving out this time for yourself. What does saying yes to this adventure represent for you in your life and in your career?
Hmm. Yeah, I've been a corporate tax accountant for a long time. In the past 2 years, I have spent being on a leadership team that is merging two accounting firms. And for me, like I said, I'll tend to sit back and I'm like, well, I'll be more pensive about some things, including asking for help, including also saying I'm not sure. Or sometimes I'm like, well, damn it, you guys bought us for a reason. We must have done something good. So doing this for myself is, I'm trying to think how how I can explain it. It's really something I needed to do because I finally figured out that perhaps I should step up. And a good friend of mine, Peter Kevorkian, looked at me one day and he says, "What are you waiting for?" And I
Oh,
was like, "I have no idea. I'm just waiting. I didn't figure it out yet." And yeah, so now I'm figuring it out. It's like, no, I'm going to do this for me. I want to meet some new people. I've gotten to a point now where I'm pretty happy with me.
yeah,
And I just want, yeah, I want to go for a hike and I want to meet some different people and, some good Christian women. And it doesn't always have to be chiropractic.
yeah,
It's more than that. It's
yeah.
just time.
I love that. And shout out to Dr. Peter and Dr. Patty for this amazing appointment at Life
Oh
West.
yeah, this
I'm
is
so
great.
excited that they're under that Life West is under the leadership of such just great humans, like
Oh
such
yeah.
huge hearts. And I can totally see him saying that to you. Like, what are you waiting for? And isn't that true about life? Um,
Hmm.
we I remember early on in practice, my coach said to me, no one comes around to say you're number one. You just take that spot. And I'm like, okay,
Wow, that's pretty profound, because you wait. You're just sitting there, it's like, "Okay, well, I'm gonna do all this, and then I'm gonna get the memo, like, hey, you're a grown up, and here's your minivan." Nope, don't want that memo. But, yeah, you have to take it. You have to
yeah,
step out and take that leap of faith and just go, "This is what's happening today."
yep. And no one creates life for us. Well, I mean,
No.
obviously, God created us for a special purpose, but now now that we're here, what are we going to do with all of the opportunities that he's given that are all around us? But
Mhm.
if we feel like we have to be perfect or that there is a right time or whatever, we'll just keep waiting. So I'm proud of you for saying, like, you know what, I'm going to make it the right time, because that's actually when the right time happens, when we make it.
For
It's like,
sure.
I was talking to a friend about this the other day. Like, I don't think you're ever prepared enough or have enough money to have kids.
No, you just do it. We got that advice from Ron worked at, during chiropractic school at a really fancy Greek, restaurant, and Harry told him, what are you waiting for? Just have him. There's no right time. Just do it and just have some faith."
Yeah, there's no, and it's like opening a business or planning,
Mhm.
like to be in Sedona. There's no right time except the time that we just say yes. And
Absolutely.
do it. So if a friend was on the fence about joining a future women's retreat, because those of you who are watching now or watch this later, it is full. It filled up
It's
really
awesome.
fast, just like I thought it was going to. So next time, don't delay or you will miss out, like several have. They've messaged me and they're like, oh man, I thought that I would be able to like still get a place. I'm like, nope, told ya. Like, it's already
Oh, this is
full.
awesome.
Yeah, if a friend was on the fence about joining a future retreat, what would you tell her about why this kind of experience matters?
I think it matters because as women, we have the unique ability to support each other, to be honest
Mm.
without being mean.
Oh, I love
I
that.
think, yeah, I think we've learned that if anything, you got to be kind. So if you're not sure what you want to do and you have that fear of, it can't be fear of missing out, but the fear of, well, what if they don't like me? They're going to like you. You
Yes,
have to like you, and this is all about making sure that we take care of our hearts, that we like ourselves, and we also like ourselves as a child of God. We
yes,
forget that, we are His.
yes.
Yep.
And made in his image.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And what does it say about him if we diss on ourselves all the time? Right?
Ab-
Like, oh, you
right.
made a mistake.
Right. God does not make mistakes.
Never.
Oh man.
That's the encouraging thing. And there's something so beautiful about just having conversations.
Mhm.
I love how our friendship has just continued to unfold. And even before this conversation live, there was another aspect about your life that I knew nothing about. And
Right.
how those conversations in Sedona will not only bind us all together, but I think will also just make us feel like I'm not alone. I'm not the only
Right.
one who's
Right.
either
It's not just
struggling.
happening to me. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's so easy to feel that way. And the more we feel that way, the more we isolate. And the more we
True.
isolate, we saw what happened, like the pandemic's big experiment of, I know, let's isolate human. That's a terrible
It
idea.
was so bad. Just so bad.
And we can still do that, and even if we don't have a mask that covers us like this, many of us are wearing all kinds of masks and
Absolutely.
isolating in so many different ways that it is really unhealthy, for ourselves, for our families, for our businesses, for our communities. And so as we wrap this up, what final words of encouragement do you want to offer the women who are either watching us now or who will watch us later?
Oh, just be true to yourself, really, and it doesn't, because we're all different. And in the big picture of it, does it really matter like what your hair color is, or, what pants you were wearing that day, or, yeah, you just got to be true to all of it, and be kind. Just
Mm.
I think it all turns around when we look at the world with that lens. I think it all turns around back on us as well. So
Man.
I'm looking forward to this. I just hope we get more and more people to, well, maybe not too many people, but just enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I like, so there's 16 of us at this event, and I've done really big event, hosted really big events,
Right.
hosted intimate events, and I love them all. There's just something really special about these intimate events
Yeah.
where, we drop the charades. There's not so much happening that it's easy to get lost in the schedule, right?
Mhm. Right, right.
We definitely have things planned, but the most important is just going to be to be seen and to see,
I like
right?
that.
To see and acknowledge one another, and to know we're not alone, and we can accomplish so much more when our arms are locked together than we're
Yes.
just an individual. I think you and I were talking about this about, I remember years ago, Pastor Prevo was talking about the importance of community, and how if you look at like a cement block,
Mhm.
yeah, a concrete block, that just one of them, even a kid could knock it over. Like the
Right.
wind could push it over, right? But you put those together with a bunch of others, and then you put a binder between them, like that's going to stop a moving vehicle.
Yeah, it becomes
Like,
strong. More together, we're stronger.
yes. And so I just want to encourage anyone, that you're not alone. And the next time that I put out details for a women's event, grab them. I'm not going to give
There you
away all
go.
the details now, but the next one is in March
Oh,
here in
cool.
Alaska. So
Oh, nice.
if that's already of interest to you, those who are watching or watch this later, shoot me a message. I'll make sure you're at the top of the list for details. I'd love all of them to be more like word of mouth invites. The majority of
Oh,
the
nice.
the spots that are taken in Sedona actually are even with women I've never met face to face.
Oh, wow. This is gonna be
Yeah,
really interesting.
I'm so excited. And one woman who's coming, Jackie, she and I met at my very first, well, the second screening I ever did when I was in practice.
Wow,
All the way
wow,
back
that
in
is a linkage.
19,
Wow.
yeah, 1999. She was, a practice member then, became a great friend. We've traveled together. I prayed for, she asked me to do a prayer at her wedding.
Oh,
She's been
nice.
there like for my kids' births. I've been around for her kids, and we haven't seen each other in years. So she's coming. Um,
Excellent.
one actually two women who are coming. She doesn't even know she's getting this. Her husband bought it for her and her best friend as a birthday present. Um,
Nice, that's
yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah, so it's gonna be super exciting. Not I think only 50% of the women who are coming are Kairos, maybe even less than 50%.
Oh, this'll be really interesting.
Yes, it'll be a really fun, just like networking opportunity. I definitely believe that collaboration is the currency of the future, and our relationship capital, like, Garrett teaches, it's our mental capital, knowledge, wisdom, experience, plus our relationship capital that leads to wealth. So this is going to be
Okay.
a great opportunity for all of us to enhance our relationship capital, and to just expand our girlfriend circle.
I like this. This is going
Me
to be
too.
awesome.
I
Cool.
cannot wait. Hey, Doreen, thank you so much for joining me this
You're
evening. Get to
welcome.
help to your redheaded boyfriend and get one back. And I will see you soon. Thanks so
All
much.
righty. Bye, Barb.
Bye.
Okay.